Hey everyone, the name's Eric Thor and I'm here to talk to you today about the INTJ at their best and at their worst. Or rather, this is a video on healthy and unhealthy patterns for the INTJ personality type. Because to me, the INTJ code is just a code for who you are at your best. INTJs are people who are INTJ when they are at their best. ESTPs are people who are ESTPs at their best. Really, what you have to, when you know your type, you know your flow code. Your code of how to maintain a healthy amount of energy, interest, motivation, and how to stave off unhealthy stress as well as anxiety. Generally, I find that when you fall in the grip of stress or anxiety, you drip down into other patterns, and as such, all types can fall into predictable behavior patterns. That's the New Jungian way, that's New Jungian theory. In short, let's start. What is the most healthy thing for an INTJ? First of all, the INTJ is somebody who enters a state of flow when they are learning, when they are challenging themselves, when they are engaging in something new, when they are mastering something that they previously were unable to do. When they notice that, wow, I can do this now. When they see themselves growing in score, in high score, in overall, getting better jobs, getting better positions, being able to do more than you used to. Now, besides this, the INTJ has the leader temperament. And the leader is someone who enters a state of flow when they are able to work towards a long-term goal that they themselves had decided upon. INTJs are people who enter a state of flow, who are at their best when they can be in the position of leaders. Besides this, INTJ are people, NJs, who have a desire to organize their mind, to control their thoughts, to keep themselves clear, to form a big picture of everything and how they see the world. INTJs who engage in intuitive judging generally become happier and more mentally clear. INTJs are also people who prefer to theorize and speculate on the world, and who comfortably are able to speculate and envision worlds. INTJs at their best are drawing insight and speculating on and getting information from their different theories, imagining something and thinking about it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and learning from it as if it had happened. INTJs are thinking, judging patterns. INTJs gain from thinking, judging patterns, where they can engage as architects, structuring up a system, coming up with a formula of life, what is good and bad, what is the right or wrong way to do something. INTJs are good at coming up with systems, developing structures, games, or something that you can make decisions based on. INTJs are also at their best when they are in the pattern of introverted thinking. And here what I mean is that they are being introverted and they are thinking. I don't refer to the Jungian cognitive function. What I mean here is an INTJ is best when they can work from their independent situation, where they can look at something from a detached and distanced manner, looking at how it works, how it performs, what you think, what you want to improve on it. That ability to gain distance and to analyze and to look at something and seeing its different parts and nuances. Now, what is an INTJ doing at their worst? What are the bad patterns? I will only bring up two particular ones. And the first one is the extroverted thinking pattern. A lot of people say that the key to growth for an INTJ is extroverted thinking, and this is partially true but also partially misleading. I would say generally the desire towards being an extroverted thinking type is unhealthy for an INTJ. It's not your dominant function, it's not your passion, it's not how you can maintain a state of being centered, calm, and happy and motivated. Overall, engaging in this function, you will notice yourself gradually becoming more anxious and gradually becoming a little more overwhelmed. In this role, you are comfortable for a while, but then you need to take a step back to analyze the situation. In general, it's better to engage in organization from a distance than to engage in being in a situation, monitoring other people's work habits, studying and engaging and controlling people directly. You don't need to be in that role of being in direct control of everyone and everything. That's not a healthy position. And I think INTJs idolize being this kind of person. Idolize being the person that is the strongest in the room, the person that everyone comes to get information. INTJs idolize being a boss. But generally, this is a position that is generally frustrating for all INTJs I know. When they idolize it, but when they get it, they don't like it. And that's the interesting thing. Similarly, introverted feeling is sometimes mentioned as a key to growth for an INTJ. But just as with extroverted thinking, there are problems here. Because it's not your passion, because it's not who you are at best. In general, introverted feeling is something that you will perceive as a little stressful. Something that can make you tense up. Something that can make you a little worried or a little uncertain. And introverted feeling is also something that can scare a lot of INTJs. Often, this is something that is counter to your own motivation. Introverted feeling is something that you don't find personally motivating. You only find it motivating as a means towards something. Introverted feeling is something that you find is generally positive, but only because everyone else seems to think it is. So a lot of the time, INTJs will find themselves falling in the grip of this function only when they are feeling like they are kind of getting a little whiny. INTJs that are getting a little scared, a little roughed up, a little scared of life, a little burdened by life, tend to retreat into this function. And overall, it tends to be an avoidant pattern for the INTJ. Overall, the introverted intuition, introverted feeling loop is unhealthy. Instead, INTJ should be engaging in their core preferences, their core patterns to motivation and growth. That's usually the best way to make sure that you can remain centered, healthy, and motivated. That's all for now. If you have any thoughts on this, feel free to leave a comment down below and we can talk about this more later. Thank you for watching.